All right, so they both won their first round. We saw goblins wash up vampires in round one. We saw that Kaplan on Eldrazi beat Phil Bleckman's Clerics deck. Eldrazi Temple to start the game for Kaplan. Yeah, Phil and Win, we unfortunately didn't have your life total, so we had no idea what was going on in your game. We also didn't know which game you were in, but it looked like you guys were having a wild time. Goblin Lackey to start the game. So both players started with more or less an ideal first turn creature. Unless one attacks.
I will play. Let's see.
Gobos with basic swamp. Yeah. I wonder why he has the basic swamp anyway. He has no black cards, does he? Oh, he does have black cards. Playing around Wasteland, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, there are black cards. There are.
You're running all the permutations in your head, huh?
Yeah, the new Goblin guy kind of makes it impossible to leave any possibility that the Lucky hits me.
Andre, thanks for the follow. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the deck does have a lot of RR stuff, so Bs are bad.
I'll go Ancient Tomb, take 2.
Yep.
For the 18. I'll dismember the Lackey. I go to 14.
Sure.
And I'll play a Matter Reshaper, and I'll pass.
Yep. That's good. Untap.
So these are kind of, as we talked about towards the end of round one, these are kind of the decks you'd expect to see in Legacy that are tribal, and they haven't really been enhanced or changed at all to match the Tribal Wars format. We saw the Tribal Wars spicy lists get beat up on in round one, except for David Taos, Humans Nick Fit, which I hope we get to see more of tonight, honestly. That deck looked really cool. When David Taos sent me his list, I told him he's a genius, or something to that effect.
Attack for 2.
Yep. 16.
And I'll play a City of Traders. I'll take 2, and I'll Chalice on 2.
Chalice on 2?
Yep.
Sure. So you're at 12?
Yep.
Okay, that resolves.
Your turn.
Untap.
Chalice on 2.
Draw.
But there's a Cavern in play.
Gonna add 1 colorless and play Vial.
Sure.
And I'll pass.
I'll tap City of Traders.
Yep.
And then I'll play Cavern on. I guess I won't name Elf like I normally would. I'll name Eldrazi.
Okay.
And I'll take 2 more and play Reality Smasher.
Yep. So.
10.
Yep.
And I'll send in. I'll send.
Yeah, so Plague Engineer is banned in this format. I'll share the link in the chat right now, just in case anyone's curious, of our ban list for tonight. It's a bit different than regular Legacy ban list. We have some cards banned in addition to the regular Legacy ban list. I stuttered. Engineered Plague is also banned, yes. And there's a bunch of other cards that are banned.
Doesn't do me any good.
I'll play a Horizon Canopy.
Yep.
And there's no sideboarding.
And
we have not seen any islands tonight. There
So
were no
crack
islands
it.
registered. No islands were registered for this
You only
8-person event.
pay life when you draw when you add mana, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't cast any cards in your deck right now. You can Violin, Blocker. So I'll...
Kaplan being really careful here.
You have another lackey. What would I do?
He really doesn't want to get hit with a lackey. He's doing everything possible to make sure that doesn't happen. Maybe
I'm just going to
including
attack with the Valley Smasher.
I'll take 5. I'll go to 4.
And I'll pass.
Take this up to 2. Draw.
Nope, no one on the fish tonight. No one on the fish.
So I think I'm dead, even if I can block with another lackey, because Reality Smasher's trample, right?
Reality Smasher does have trample.
So even if I double block, or if any combination of, I still take 4. So yeah, you got it.
What about not competitive? What if you were just trying to see what is the wackiest tribe that you can play with in this format? Where would you go with that, chat?
I have Ugin.
Yep.
Eldrazi Mimic. And your turn.
Untap, draw. Jesus. Just gonna play a Wasteland and hit your eye and pass.
So if you're Jeremy, and we heard him be a little frustrated there, maybe with his draw so far this game, would you attack with the lackey just to kill the mimic? I don't think you would, but is it worth thinking about? Miar104, thanks for the follow. Kithkin is probably pretty cool, yeah. So chat, what are some cards that are legal in Legacy today, but aren't played to any real extent, but would be great in this format? Non-creature cards, non-creature cards. I have Nameless Inversion in my list. I'm going to try to play some after hours when we finish this 3-round tournament. I have my deck ready to go. Didgeridoo, yeah. I was hoping to see Didgeridoo cast tonight. That would have been cool. Maybe get that new Herloon Minotaur legend. Thought not here.
So I have sorry, I always turn this upside down, but Boggart, Harbinger, Goblin Matron. They're the same except Boggart puts it on top of my deck and it's a 2/1.
Patriarch's Bidding, that's a good one.
So let's see. If you... Boggart gets...
Rat Colony.
Cheeky. That doesn't really do anything without Snoop.
Oh, both players at 20, by the way.
I don't think
My
there's
bad.
really any reason you want it on top right now without the other piece.
I'm slacking on the score.
So
Kaplan's
let's
up a
just
game.
take the matron.
It is exiled or discarded?
It's exiled.
Okay.
Yeah. And when Thought-Knot Seer dies, you
Draw a
draw a
card.
card.
Cool.
Actually leaves play, I think, if you bounce it or something in other matches.
Okay.
And I'll attack with the 4/4.
Umizawa Jite is
Sure.
banned in this
I'll
format.
go to 16.
Unless you're talking about the Umizawa Legend card.
And I'll pass.
Tap. Draw. I'm gonna pick these up.
Yeah.
Just Umizawa, so they can't be
I'm gonna play a
blocked.
Badlands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tap 3. Actually, let me think.
It looks like Jeremy's struggling to get set up here.
I'm gonna swing with both.
I'll block the lackey.
Trigger on the pile driver.
Yeah, I'll block the lackey.
In response, I'm gonna flash in Munitions Expert and deal 3 to the Thought-Knot Seer.
Okay.
So I draw.
You get to draw a card.
And you take 3 off pile driver.
Yep. So 17, 16.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So that was a pretty good turn for Jeremy. I have
So
Ugin in play.
Wasteland.
Cavern Souls have been irrelevant tonight, other than mana fixing.
Let's do this.
I think they're talking about Umizawa, the creature card that makes creatures with toughness 1 or less or something unblockable.
The Munitions Expert.
Yeah, it's just a 1/1.
Okay.
Tetsuko, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Power or toughness 1 can't be blocked. Yep. Oh, that's the rogue that I was thinking about earlier. Yes. I completely forgot it was Umizawa.
Play a Matter Reshaper, and I'll trigger the Mimic.
Sure.
I just
Attack for
screamed.
3.
Yep. 13.
And I'll waste your Cavern.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what other. I knew it was like a 2-drop rogue that I couldn't remember what the hell it was called. And it didn't occur to me that it was Umizawa because I just wasn't familiar with the card. Umizawa Tribal, yeah.
The tap 3 for Harbinger.
Sure.
So a question that I was trying to ask myself when I was trying to build a deck for this tonight. I'm not playing in the event, but I'm going to play. You guys will see me play later. What tribe would beat up on goblins, elves, and Eldrazi, for example? I came up with birds. I don't know if that's the right answer, but it's what I came up with. So where would you start on that? What tribes would you say to yourself, oh, that would be great against goblins, elves, and Eldrazi? Clerics, we had 2 clerics decks tonight, and they both got washed up. Actually, Phil's deck went to game 3.
I'll attack with the Matter Reshaper.
I'll take it. Go to 10.
And I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Storm. How would you even do Storm in this format? I guess Ryan Fisher could have had a grape shot in his deck last round.
Gonna cycle Gem Palm targeting Mimic.
Sure.
Draw.
Yep.
I'm gonna play Vial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna swing with the team.
All right. I go to 9.
So yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
My
I'll
turn.
pass. Yep.
Do you mean for Tribal Wars, Island Delver? Artificer Storm with Riddlesmith. I saw Riddlesmith won a vintage challenge over the weekend. Did you see that?
Cards in hand.
5.
5.
5 cards in hand
Play
for
a
Eldrazi.
mountain. I'm gonna play Munitions Expert,
Sure.
targeting Matter Reshaper.
Die trigger.
Yep.
Wasteland. I'll put into play.
Okay. I'll go to combat and swing with these 3.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. I go to 1.
Yep. Here you go.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, going to game 3. Make your
I
predictions.
was come from behind for sure.
No sideboarding, so we'll be in game 3 pretty shortly. Let's see if the other match is still on. It is still on. Very good. I was messing around with a new lens for one of my cameras and
Right,
decided
I'm
to take a picture of a
gonna
wizard.
go on the play, and I will keep these 7.
I'm gonna mull, as usual.
Start with 6 to save some time next game.
So these matches are going pretty quickly because no.
How is that Lego wizard playing MTG? You know, I thought it was just a cool pic. I mean, a funny picture I took, but so I just jammed it in there. But I was thinking, I bet you people are gonna think I'm trying to say that the other player is just a Lego wizard, or that we had Jeremy called in before and like that was his picture that he put up. Whatever. I'll try to take more pictures like that too. Oh, thanks, Greg. Greg helping out in the back end here. All right, Eldrazi Mimic to start the game. It's a Wizard of the Coast, yeah. It's a wizard with a cactus plant in the background, out of focus. Gabrielli 696. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to Legacy Tribal Wars. What does everybody think of this format? Is this a cool format? Should we do it again? At least so far.
To put charge counters on it?
It is, yeah. XX and tap it to put counters on it.
Okay.
Yeah. What we want to do here.
Kaplan being very careful with his turns in this matchup. He's playing around every... And this is open deck list, by the way, so the players can just see what they have.
Do this.
Playing around every goblin. Every turn.
Hmm.
Let's see if Tao and Fisher are still playing. They are. That's good news. Hopefully we get to see some of that.
Just attack for 2.
Yeah, I'll take it. 18.
You had me hesitate for there a second. I thought maybe there's a.
Yeah, so they're the 8 players that joined us for this event, 8 of our NYC Eternal players. Well, 7, and then Nate Golia of Eternal Doors podcast. I didn't give them any direction on what tribes they should all play. And it was funny that 2 players, both named Phil, registered Clerics decks. But they all registered different decks. And some went with unconventional tribes, and some went with Goblins, Eldrazi, Elves. Definitely a cool format. Not sure if it's worth it to try to bring normal Legacy meta trial decks down a notch. Yeah, I mean, we could adjust our ban list or adjust the rules so you can only have a certain number of creatures of the type, or you can't have creatures of other types and things like that. I was thinking about adjusting the rules a little bit if and when we do this again, but I was really happy with the rules and ban list that we started with for this. That's true. Yeah, Legacy is not really. It doesn't really feel like the meta is stale on our streams, because not that it is in general, not that it is on Magic Online or anything like that, but everybody's just doing whatever they feel like doing, and that's good enough. Yeah, so the rules for the format are your deck has to have 20 cards that share a creature type. And after you reach that, you can have creatures of other types in your deck that are not that creature type. So you can have 20 goblins in your deck and 1 dragon, for example.
Island, so it's getting multi-purpose.
Nice.
I'm going to.
There's also the issue, I guess, of just making deck building really easy. You need to have 20 creatures that match. You know. And if you look at, I'll share my birds list in the chat just because we're talking about this right now. I tried to build a deck that wasn't creature dependent, I guess. Like the creatures weren't the focus of the deck in this format. I'll share it in chat now. My list. You'll see my deck in action later. Let me know what you think of my list, chat. I tried to build something that was good in only this format. Like it would be unplayable in regular Legacy. Let's see what.
Trigger.
Yep.
Target ballista.
I'll fling it at one of your lackeys. Response.
Yep. Go to combat.
Sure.
Swing.
I'm gonna dismember. Pay 4 life.
Yep. You're at 16 all?
Yep.
Your go.
So lackeys are down. If a Reality Smasher hits right now,
All right.
that's
How many
pretty
cards do you
good.
have?
4.
I'll play a City of Traders,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go 6 mana, 6/6 Endless One.
Sure. That's good.
Trigger Mimic.
Yep.
Attack for 6,
Block.
and I'll pass.
I'm going to leave Vial at 2.
Okay.
Draw.
Just
Yay,
got word.
a land.
Just got word, chat, that Elves beat the Humans Nick Fit deck, so Nick Fit is out. It's going to be Elves in the finals.
I'm gonna sack it to blow up Endless One,
Okay.
and I'll pass. Cavern's naming goblins, obviously.
Sure.
Judge.
Yeah.
I'm here.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. I'll tap city
Yeah.
and play a wasteland,
Yes.
and I'll waste the cavern.
Yep.
And with the 2 mana from the city, I'll 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll activate Blast Zone on 1.
Yep.
And I'll attack for 2.
14.
And I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. Got a land finally, but not the one I needed. Pile driver.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know about the Creator Maker in the not the main phase. Bolt Tribal. I was thinking about making it really silly and making it so like your cards just had to share a subtype, so you can have like a deck with 20 Jaces or 20 arcane spells or something, but I think that just got stupid. It didn't really fit the spirit of what this format is supposed to be.
And I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. Go ahead. On your upkeep, I'm going to tap Eldrazi Temple.
Draw.
Yep.
Chandra Tribal, yeah.
I'll play a Horizon Canopy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. Your go. I'll do the same thing. Tap.
At the end of your turn, I'll
Okay.
pop the Canopy.
Sure. On your upkeep, I'll tap the temple.
Tribal, Curse Tribal. Sort of had Curse
this
Tribal
so they can
tonight
see
with
it.
David Tao's deck.
I'll waste your port,
Yep.
and I'll pass.
Yeah. Except I can't cast anything.
Curse
wanna
Tribal
chalice
was
check me?
KO'd.
Nah. I know you're good for it. I'll pass.
Yeah, unfortunately, Curse Tribal was knocked out. I was hoping to see more of David Tao's deck. We did get to watch it play, though. We did get to see it. So happy about that. We saw it beat Greg Berlin-Root's Construct deck. Ooh, there's a Reality Smasher. This might be over.
Yep.
Attack for 10.
I'm gonna chump the Mimic, and I'll take 5.
All right. 12 to 9.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Draw. Go ahead. Oh, never mind. Ignore me.
Oh, you need to do something to my upkeep?
Nope.
Okay.
I was just.
Yeah, we saw that Ugin Ultimate. That was unfortunate. Just for so many reasons. But it is what it is. No, we never did. I did see in our back end chat though, he said that he made some misplays. So unfortunately maybe he just missed it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's brutal. GG's.
Good games.
Is that it? Do we have a winner?
Yeah, I just got Chalice out of the game.
Well, guess what, Kaplan? You're moving on to the finals, and you know what deck you're playing against?
What's that?
Elves.
Elves.
How do you
All
feel?
right. I feel confident. Let's do it.
Nice. That's good to hear. Jeremy, what happened?